Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215. Right now, we are currently in the state of Louisiana. We're going to be doing a driving tour in the city of Shreveport. We're going to visit a neighborhood called Ellerbee, or it's Ellerbe. I'm unsure of how to pronounce it, but yeah, Ellerbee. Ellerbee sounds cool to me, but it might be Ellerbe because we tried to look up the pronunciation and it kind of said Ellerbe. So it's 59 degrees right now, and we're on our way to Ellerbee Woods, or Ellerbe Woods. It's a neighborhood in the Caddo Parish, C-A-D-D-O Parish of Louisiana. We're about, I would say, less than 2 minutes away from our desired destination. Right now we're on, well, we went from Ellerbee Road to, I believe we're going to be making a right on Church Road. Speed limit is 45. I'm doing about 28 miles an hour. As you can see, we got the woods on us on the left and on the right hand side. Plenty of trees, tall trees. There's no sidewalk, so if you had to walk from point A to point B, you might have to walk on the white line or the street side, or maybe even the grass. We were traveling yesterday and we saw a few folks who needed to walk someplace. They were walking in the street. So I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. Let's turn right here on Ellerbee Ridge. This is the Ellerbee Road Estates. So this is considered to be one of the more prominent areas of Shreveport. I was interested in seeing what it looked like. So we're in a residential neighborhood. I see one-story townhomes, some double-car garage, some single-car garage. Some on my left have no garage. Street-side mailboxes. We can keep on going straight, or we can go left. Now this is a small community, so I'm gonna try to do my best to cover most of it. Let's see, we can make this left-hand turn. We're on High Point Drive and Ellerbee Ridge. So we have driveways, brick homes. Some of the brick is painted, some of the brick is original. We're at Sage Hill Drive. Let's make this right-hand turn on Sage Hill Drive. We got a trailer on my left-hand side. I see private yard space. They have yard space behind the property. Some shutters that are bolted onto the building. I don't believe they're functional. I see someone with their shutters on my right hand side. It's closed. So now that has me wondering, can you unbolt bolted shutters and just bolt them shut and leave them shut permanently? We have a gentleman on my right walking his dog on the 300 block of Sage Hill Drive. Took out the mailbox on my right. Street side mailboxes. I seen a palm tree on my left hand side. So right now we're currently on Peach Drive. If I make a right, I can go through that block that we missed in the beginning. But then we'll have to go through another block that we saw. So let's make this right on the 200 block of Peach Drive. Judge Greg Marquette, Court of Appeal, political sign on our left hand side. Let's keep on going straight. We're passing Winterwood Drive. It's gonna be a dead end right in front of us, but if we make a right, we'll hit Ellerbee Ridge. That's the block that we didn't go down in the beginning. You see back there, that block right there has like a forest connected to it. It has just like the wild. We have some fortified mailboxes. The houses have black shingles, gray shingles, red shingles, brown shingles. We have a female on my left hand side who is pushing a stroller. We We have an American flag on my right hand side. We have an LSU flag on my left hand side, I believe. I see a Mardi Gras mini flag. Somebody's doing yard work on my left where that S10 was at. They have tons and tons of bags of mulch. They're probably gonna re-mulch their yard, do some landscaping. So these are one-story homes. They may have an attic because the pitch of the roof is kind of high. It's not a flat top roof, it's a higher pitch. There's a sign on our left that reads, Best Private School, St. Joseph Catholic School. Open house February 2nd. I wonder if that's like an administrator or something that works for the school that put that sign there. Because that's kind of interesting that it's just on somebody's lawn. Unless their student goes there and they want to boast that their kid goes to a good private school. So we went through here, but we made a right. We got several basketball courts on our left and on our right. We're gonna go straight rather than making a right down Sage Hill Drive. We're gonna continue to travel down High Point Drive. We're passing Sage Hill Drive. That's that block on my right. We made a right-hand turn. We got white bricks on my right, but some of the white is fading off, showing the burgundy below it. Nice flower pot in front of their mailbox. You see it? Surrounding the mailbox, to be clear. There's birds out, birds walking about. It's a quiet neighborhood. I'm gonna roll down the window a little bit so you guys can hear the ambience. Got a Corvette on the left-hand side with a trailer. So we're at Peach Drive once again. We can go left or we can go right. We can go, now if we go left, we're gonna hit Ellerbee Road, or Ellerbe. I'm gonna say Ellerbee. E-L-L-E-R-B-E-E. Like bee, like bumblebee? Ellerbee. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. We're now on Peach Drive. On my left-hand side, you guys will see a new construction. It looks like they're making a new house from scratch. It looks a lot larger than the other homes that's in the area, but they're making it from scratch. They're laying the wood framing, they laid the foundation, they laid the base. And then you can see the house right next to it. You can get an idea of what it might look like. Double car garage, nice bricks, nice rooftop. On our right-hand side, we have several. Let me make this little knuckle turn here. This is like a little half a circle. But at least you guys can see what this half of a circle leads to. We got an Outback ultralight RV on our left-hand side. The garage is open, but as you can see, boom, there goes the house being made again. So these people got some new neighbors on the way. We just made a U-turn, like a complete circle. The houses over here in Ellerbee look a little bit bigger than the ones on these side blocks like Sage Hill. They have more additions to the building. We're at Sage Hill and Peach Drive. This is where we were at earlier. We kept going straight and then we made a right. We're gonna make this left right here on Winterwood Drive. We're gonna turn left. We're at the intersection of Peach and Winterwood Drive. We have like an endurance rope on our left from tree to, I believe, their post location where the kids can like hang and climb through an endurance course on our left. And it looks like they have a tightrope for practicing tightrope walking. On our right hand side, we had a trampoline. We got a children's play set. I've seen people go to parks in Philadelphia that are into tightrope walking, and they'll take like a strap or they'll take a special wire, they'll tie it from a tree to a tree, and they'll practice. They'll be barefooted walking back and forth. You know, it's 3 feet off of the ground, so if you fall, it's not that bad. You fall on grass. Better than practicing on grass than it is practicing in between two buildings. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. We're turning right on Pecan Drive. Another basketball court on my right. I see another one on my left. These are permanent basketball courts. They mounted the posts to the ground. National Night Out winners, District 17. We're Hanging Moss and Pecan Drive. We just turned onto Hanging Moss. It looks like they are currently doing something related to a tree right now. Right here in front of us. They have a large crane and they're lifting up a tree. I don't know if the street is closed off or we're gonna be able to finesse by it. It looks like they're doing, is that tree cutting? Yeah, they're cutting the top of it. I think they had a tree that was so big. Yeah, they got the lawnmowers, the chainsaws, and they're gonna trim it. So I'm gonna move a little closer to see if maybe we can pass when they trim off some of them the clippings. It's a huge tree though. You see on my right hand side? Now I wonder if they had to pay for that tree cut or if the city sent the tree guy out to cut it, you know? There's somebody in like a little machine. It looks like a little dozer, but I don't know if he's supposed to pick up objects or if he's supposed to push the branches out of the way. Yeah, it looks like he might be pushing them out of the way for us. Yep, he pushed it out of the way. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So they were courteous enough to move the branches out of the way. You guys got a chance to see a little tree trimming in the area. Let's remember not to go down that block again so we don't have to make them move the pile. Well, we didn't make them move the pile, but I think us being there influenced them moving the pile. All right, we can make a right or we can make a left. Choices, choices, choices. If we go right, it's gonna take us away from left. So let's go left. Get this out of the way. There's a little segment over here that we can get off early. We're at Hidden Hollow Drive, the 200 block of Hidden Hollow Drive. We didn't go down this block right here, Winterwood Drive. We turned down the corner up there when we went down that block with the tree cutting. So we're right now on the 200 block of Winterwood Drive. There was a little two-story house on my left-hand side. More basketball courts. Let's see if they're permanent. Yeah, they're permanent, guys. The one on my right is not permanent. The one on my left was. The one on my right has the sand base where you fill up with sand. Another permanent one on my right. Now, that's interesting. Must be a lot of kids in this neighborhood because we saw like a dozen or 2 dozen basketball courts. I guess, you know, put a basketball court out there so your kid could have fun on the spare time and learn, play basketball, exercise their locomotor skills. We're traveling like 11 miles an hour. A lot of these mailboxes have bricks. They're fortified. This one on my left seems to have a large gray stone. You see it? See right here on my left? That's a large set of stones that they use to fortify that mailbox. The mailbox itself had a key. It looked like a United States Postal Office mailbox. Like they had an exclusive mailbox. All right, let's make this right-hand turn at Pecan Drive and Winterwood Drive. We went left earlier. That's where the tree cutters were at. We came from in front of us. Now we're making a right. We passed the Red River Adult Baseball League. Punch buggy, no punch back. Punch whoever next to you. Your mother, your brother, your father, your sister. We just passed the Red Beetle on the right-hand side. We got a lot on our left. So several vehicles. Cabinet and countertop designer and installation company on our left and doing some installs. On our right, we got a little trailer, a hideout RV trailer. Looks like a quiet, peaceful neighborhood. Like a suburban neighborhood. It's dense. It's not separated. It's pretty dense. On our right hand side, we got the Ellerbee Road United Methodist Church. That's that brick building right there with this little parking lot on our right. See these parking slots? They go to that church. We got a boat on our left. We're at Ellerbee Church Road. Wow, the 10,000 block. Not the 1,000 block, but the 10,000 block. Let's make this right hand turn on Pecan. Ellerbee United Methodist Church. All of this on my right is parking for the church. See all these slots? So I wonder if this church is popping. They had their own playground, their own little slide and swing set in the back. They have another boat on my right hand side. Private boat owners. How many of my viewers own a boat? Believe it or not, you can get a boat for free on Craigslist and on like Marketplace. There's plenty of people giving away boats. Sometimes they need motors. Check out the roof on the left. That was a tall pitch. Yeah, there's plenty of people giving away boats. All you gotta do is pick them up. There's plenty of people giving away trailers and stuff. Believe it or not, like all you need is a pickup truck. The thing is sometimes they need work. The boats, sometimes they might have, you know, engine issues. They might have no engine. You just got to get an engine, but hey, you got a whole boat, so I don't know if it's worth your $1 to get a free boat and install an engine. But same thing with the trailers. There's some trailers out there that we're gonna make this left at Hampstead Circle. We're at Sadie, Douglas Lane, and Hampstead. Same thing with the RVs. Sometimes they have the pullable trailers that you can pull with a pickup truck, like the old ones. You could do like a rehab, like a rebuild on them if they give it to you for free. They'd be like, pick it up, take it off of my lawn. I just want it off of my property. It's free, it's yours to keep. Well, there you go. You get a free one. All you gotta do is search for those ads. The trick that I used to do when I wanted to know to find stuff free, I'm gonna put y'all on my trick. Check it out. Check out this little circle we going around. Look at these houses. Not bad. Not bad. They look like traditional family homes from like a storybook. Like we're on like a Disney set or something. I will go on Craigslist and go to the free section. Go to free. Craigslist has a section that says free. You can go to for sale and it's gonna give you a list of items and you just click free. And you're gonna see people give away everything from ironing boards to cabinets to washing machines, sofas, pool tables. You don't know how many pool tables, because they're huge and heavy. You don't know how many pool tables I've seen for free. We're at Sadie Douglas, S-A-D-I-E, Sadie Douglas Lane and Hampstead. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn on Hampstead Circle. But yeah, you don't know how many times I've seen like useful free items. I've seen 50cc gas scooters for free. I've seen little four-wheelers for free. I've seen like lawn mowers, the ones you can sit down in. Sometimes they have them in their possession and it's just taking up space in their garage. We're gonna make this left hand. All right, in front of us is no outlet. Let's go forward and then let's come down this left hand turn on Overcross Street. We just passed the 9500 block of Overcross Street. We're gonna hit this little circle over here. But yeah, sometimes they just want to clear out their garage. They're doing, you know, neighborhoods like this will be the ones that will give stuff away for free. It's because they just want to get rid of it. They don't have a value in it. They don't foresee selling it. They want to give it to someone else. You don't know how many things I've got for free and I've like hustled. Not hustled in a bad way, but I just, you know, I know they say one man's trash is another man's treasure. So you get something for free, you post it for sale for any price you want, and you know, you can go close to the market value of what they're going for, and if they work you down, you know, accept their work down. They think they're getting a deal, but you're getting 100% profit, if that makes any sense. So I've did that plenty of times. Some items I've kept, or you know, I've did other deals with traded on. I bartered something that I got for free, you know. But I've never had the ability to store a boat, so I've never went and picked up boats or jet skis. But I've seen stuff like that. Like it'll be like 2 jet skis, but you know, missing engines or something. Yeah, the engines cost a lot, or one of them might have an engine, the other one might not have no engine. It's good for parts. But if you're into experimentation, if you're a hobbyist, if you're a tinkerer and you want to mess with something, there you go. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on Buttonwood Circle. We're at Overcross and Buttonwood Circle. We're starting to get to these little circles, which are no outlets. But this gives you an idea of one of their most prestigious neighborhoods. I believe the household median income in this area is above $90,000 annually. So that's the household median income, I guess, between husband and wife. And the median usually means tallied in between the middle. It's like an average. It means some people could be making less. It means some people could be making more than 90K a household. Might be 150K household around here that we don't know about, or more, you know, especially if they don't claim it. We're at Overcross Street, 9500 block of Overcross. Let's make this right on Buttonwood and Overcross. It's really like the first truck I seen parked on the street side. Like, other than the people who were doing work, most of the cars are off the road. Look right in front of us. Everybody's parked in their driveway. I guess that's how you could tell who's visiting. Or sometimes it might be the homeowner that just wants to like go in real quick and grab something. All right, so we can make a left or we can go right. If we go left, we're gonna hit an area. All right, this is gonna be a trick move, but I got to. Remember that Camaro on my right. Let's try to remember that Camaro on my right. There's a Camaro over there. Let's try to remember that because I wanna come back to this corner and I'm gonna use that Camaro for a reference. So I'm gonna make this left-hand turn. We're gonna turn left on Hidden Hollow Drive, the 300 block of Hidden Hollow Drive. I like these front parking spots they have. I love that. They basically make a path out of gravel, bricks, or cement, and it's parking right in front of their door. You see on my right? And it basically uses the grassy area in front of the house in a more productive way, and it gives them less grass to mow. So they don't gotta mow that grass, which is, you know, cool. You know, if it takes out a couple yardage, hey, less grass to mow and maintain. Hello. Somebody waves. So I waved. She was taking her trash into, and I'll be saying hello like she could hear me. I waved back, but you know, I guess they're not used to people cruising through. Or either they are and they just wave at everybody. Let's make this left-hand turn on Thornwood Drive. So we're gonna make a left, then we're gonna make a right, then we're gonna make another right, and make another right, and then make this left to come back through here. That's why I said it's gonna be a trick move. Yeah, that's when the hospitality started to kick in, when we hit the south. You know how they say southern hospitality? When we started going down south to the Carolinas and Georgias and all those places, random people just started waving. Just waving, like hi, waving at us. And I'm confused. I'm like, hold on, like does my car have a boogie on it? Like, do I have a boogie on my nose that I don't know about? You guys, you know what I mean? Like, metaphorically speaking, like, is there a reason why you guys are staring at us ahead of time? Look at this Mercedes on our left. A Navion Winnebago. That's a small one. That's like a 24 foot, but it probably costs $198,000 because it's a Benz. Those RVs and motorhomes go for the price of a home, if not more than like an actual home. But the thing is, you got to keep in mind that with a motorhome, you're taking your home with you anywhere you go. Right now, we're on Ellerbee Road. Once again, this is the road with the church, the Ellerbee Road Church and all that stuff. Yeah, so with a motorhome, you're able to take that anywhere you want to go. You can take that with you across the country and back and stay in each state for months at a time. You can't do that with a home. You understand? A home leaves you planted. So I'm gonna make this right-hand turn here. Too fast, too furious. I had a car behind me that was out. We're at Winding Ridge Drive. I'm gonna slow it down to 12 miles an hour. Yeah, but with an RV, you're able to be mobile. With a trailer, you're able to be mobile. With a motorhome, you're able to be mobile. You can buy yourself a 50, 60, 70, 80, $100,000, $200,000 house, but you're stuck in one spot. Unless you know, want to fly out. But even when you fly out to go to places, majority of your home is still home. It's not your home state. So they charge so much for those motorhomes. I know partially because they got to overinflate it. You know, that's part of the recreation. RV means recreational vehicle. So you're doing it for recreational purpose. Wow, check out this White House over here. It's a lot larger than some of the ones over here. I don't know if the camera does justice. It's a lot fuller, and that peak on the rooftop makes me believe there's a huge attic. On our right, we have a 2-story building. See it? 2-story building. Beautiful 2-story building. And another 2-story on our left. You see with the double porch? We have a gentleman walking a dog right here, so I am going to casually drive by him. What's up, sir? Greetings. Waved at him. He didn't even care to wave back. I tried to give him back the same hospitality. He looked at me like I was crazy. That's priceless. When being friendly goes wrong. You could get used RVs for the low. 25 G's, 30 G's, 60 G's, 70 G's. The older you go, you can even get like vintage ones for like 6, 7, 8 grand. Like 1970s, like the rebuild. There's a lot of them that either need work or you can just customize it yourself. We're at Thornwood Drive. We're gonna make this left at the corner and be back to where we were. Is it at this corner? No, at the next corner. Not this corner. This is Beaver Creek Drive. We just passed the 10,000 block of Beaver Creek Drive. There's somebody using a leaf blower on our right. Looks like probably a property owner cleaning his property. Let's make this left at Thornwood Circle. This is where we was at. No, actually, no. This is not. It's the next block. My bad. But let's go through Thornwood Circle. It's the next block, right on the corner. But I saw this. This is a little no outlet. So might as well go around it since it's on the way. Check out that cabin-looking house right there in front of us, behind the trees. You see that one? That was cool. All right, we're gonna make a left and then we'll be back where the Camaro's at. These are the neighborhoods I be talking about. When I be telling y'all that they're not grid format, this is what I'm talking about. They take you around like roads and turns and circles and twists. Let's make this left right here on Hidden Hollow Drive, 300 block of Hidden Hollow Drive. This is where we went straight up there. There goes the Mercedes RV on our right hand side, which started the RV topic. Yeah, but most people that we've met on the road, that RV, I know I've spoken to a couple, they said they consolidated their house. They sold the house, they consolidated their belongings. You know, a lot of them became minimalists, meaning, look, there's a house for sale on my right. 369, the address is 369 Hidden Hollow Drive, Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah, a lot of them just sold off things, you know, and just got rid of everything. Because if you think about it, what keeps us planet is our responsibilities. Work, bills, and children can be your responsibilities. B, children. If you have children and they're not grown yet, they're still in the schooling system, you want them to grow up in a nice neighborhood, or you want them to grow up in a steady, you know, home, then A would be, or B would be the children. C would be our materials, our things that weigh us down, you know, cars, household goods such as electronics, TVs, furniture, bureaus, beds, the things that, you know, we've accumulated over our lifetime. We just passed Overcross Street. That's where the Camaro's at on my left. You see how he's parked right on his lawn? I love that part. I would do, if I would ever move into a neighborhood that has similar design like this, I'm gonna allow this resident to get out of their property. Don't even look like she was looking. She just turned last minute. But if I were to move in a neighborhood that looked like this, with this type of layout, it's a female driving a big GMC Canyon too. I would, they had she had a male body part on her dashboard. Yo, that was crazy, on her dashboard. I'll just leave it up to your imagination. and I think it was squirting something out of the top. It's weird. That was weird. You know, like a dash ornament. Yeah, she had it like right on top of the dashboard. Hidden Hollow Winterwood Drive, unless it was something completely else, like a banana that was spitting something out on the top. I don't know. We're at Winterwood and Hidden Hollow Drive. But yeah, so once you consolidate all of those little things and detach yourself from the materialistic items that keep us planted, that's when you're able to do something like this. And thankfully, I began minimalizing my lifestyle many years ago. We're at Hanging Moss and Hidden Hollow. I began getting rid of things that I had attachment to or things that I built. You know, so that's why sometimes y'all hear me talk about the very few little things that I have left. These are like what they call the last of the Mohicans. Like the last of the last things that I didn't want to get rid of, which I still got stored somewhere in Philly. But, you know, like I wanted to just, you know, have something from my prior day, but I got rid of enough things to not have nothing attached to me, and I didn't have nothing really that, you know, basically I emotionally detached from everything that was holding me back. And we don't have children, we have the dogs. We was able to bring the dogs with us, Trail Ridge and Beaver Creek. You know why? Because the dogs don't need to go to school. So if we would have had children, maybe, you know, unless you homeschool them, then that's a different story. Then you might be able to homeschool them on the road. I don't know if you're allowed to travel the country and homeschool your student. I don't know, I don't have any kids, but you could probably homeschool them. But now is a better time than any, especially with everything that's been happening. We've also learned that a lot of people, right after the sickness started going around in 2019, a lot of people began to travel because they got cabin fever and they began getting sick of being stuck in the house, being stuck in the neighborhood. It was like a wake-up call for a lot of people. You know, it was like a calling card for people. And they say now there's more jobs available than ever. Like there's now hiring signs damn near everywhere. Everywhere has a spot open, and there's hiring benefits, meaning you'll get like a bonus. Loyola class of 2025 on our right. You'll get like a hiring bonus, and then the employer will get a signing bonus. And they do a lot of things to make you get, you know, want to take the job, because nowadays there's not a lot of people that. We're at Trail Ridge and Moss. What's that? Moss Knoll? Moss Knoll. Knoll. Moss Knoll. What is it? Mossy Knoll. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is the deep truth. A lot of people are actually, they're like leaving their employment saying, heck with it. Let's just go see the world. You know, even if we got to do it in our SUV, even if we got to do it in our minivan. Let's make this right-hand turn on Grassy Knoll. That was Mossy Knoll. This is Grassy Knoll. I just turned on the air conditioner, so if y'all hear a little wind ambience, that's because I'm trying to cool down the camera. Direct sunlight's beaming on it. But if anybody needs any like basic knowledge, like, you know, I'm sure there's a vast majority of knowledge on the internet. And you can always watch other content creators. But if anybody has any knowledge, like because I'm pretty savvy when it comes to like the basics. I don't mind giving you a few pointers on how to get started and all of that. But after doing this, I think this is something I should have did in my 20s. I have a viewer that recently started watching us named Clyde, C-L-Y-D-E, I believe. We're at Grassy Knoll and Trail Ridge. And we're gonna make this right-hand turn. And he told me that he's traveling the country also, but he's doing it in his 20s. We're at Overcross and Trail Ridge. And I told him, I said, man, I wish I'd have been doing this in my 20s. And it was very feasible. I could have did this in my 20s. But all those other things that I was talking about earlier were weighing me down. For me, not so much kids, but like financial responsibilities, and just materialistic, I call it junk, even though it may have some value, materialistic, like, you know, metaphorically speaking, I just had a bunch of junk holding me down. Let's make this right on Rocky Knoll Circle. Yeah, Grassy, Mossy, now we have Rocky Knoll Circle. Living in a circle like this probably wouldn't be that bad if you're cool with all 5 or 6 of your neighbors. because literally it's only like 5 houses, so you got to be prepared to be like friendly with 5 different households. And he got his garage open. A lot of these neighborhoods with the garages, they got a bunch of junk in their garage that they're probably sick of, and it's only a matter of time before they post it up for free or for sale. Or another thing, they'll sell stuff dirt cheap, and they bargain. They'll take a bargain. There's been plenty of times like they'll have something in their garage that's worth, example, I once bought a Fuji bike from an older gentleman, probably in his 60s. He was probably the original owner, and he wanted, I don't know what he wanted. He probably wanted like 40, 50 bucks. Since I was driving, I gave him an offer of 25 bucks. He said, fine, I'll take it. I went, I picked it up. It was an older gentleman. Hello, sir, how you doing? Thank you for working with me. I appreciate you giving me a better deal. No problem. He sells me the item. I bought it for 25 bucks. I go and I post it, I sell it for 320 or 300 bucks for a bicycle that I just bought for 25 bucks. That's what, $295 profit, or give or take, you know, plus it depends on what you're buying, what you're selling. But I can't count how many times I've did that same move. There's a lot of hidden treasure in these garages, I'll tell you that much. What's that on the right? Oh, it's like an air conditioning unit, a fan unit, or like a stove top vent system. Chuck's Best Way Builders, licensed and insured. There was a sign on the lawn. Do you guys put signs on your lawn? Like, how do you feel about putting these signs on your lawn? Personally, I would not put no sign on my lawn. I'm not supporting any party or any of that stuff. No. Sorry. You need to pay me $10 million cold hard cash. We're at Commodore Drive and Beaver Creek Drive. Yeah. No way. And they be doing it for free. They probably post like 10, 15 of them. All these little picket signs right under. Oh no, that looks not cool. We're at Brittany Drive and Commodore Drive. We can make a left, we can make a right. They both meet up towards each other. Let me make a left. 10,000 block of Brittany Drive. But as you can see, the neighborhood looks pretty uniform. It looks pretty much the same. The houses, they're not too big, but they're not too small. They're bigger than a lot of Philadelphia houses. A Philadelphia house is like one slice. Like that one window on my left right there. It's hard for y'all to see, but like, let's say there's next house right here on my left. You see that first portion of the house on my left-hand side with the one window? You see where it stops, where the white is at? Just that brick front? That's the slice of a Philadelphia row home. Anywhere from 12 to 14 feet. But in here, in this neighborhood, they have all that white all the way over to the next brick portion. So they're a lot wider. I guess for what they don't make up in height, they make up in width. But in some neighborhoods, we've seen them have both height and width. Like wide homes, and then they'd be tall too. Like you could get lost in the house. We're at Sawgrass Drive and Brittany Drive. Check out that property right there. This, first of all, this one says we recycle. On our left, we got a soccer field goal or soccer goalie or whatever you call that. There's like 4 soccer balls outside. Their kids must play soccer. Portugal, the man. Somebody's bumper sticker on the Honda Accord said Portugal, the man. We got an Avery electrical contracting business in the driveway on our left. I want to make this right-hand turn at Canterbury, 10,000 block of Canterbury. Look at the tree on my right. They got the, what are those, like Christmas balls? You see them hanging? Like the sparkly balls hanging from the tree. Somebody's lawn said weed man. They had a little picket fence that said weed man, but not the weed man that you're thinking of. I guess the weed man who kills weeds and stuff. You know, like the landscapers. This one on my right is 2-story coming up, and it's pretty wide and it's tall. See the one on my right with the 3 windows up front? You see that one? There's American flag up on the tree. We're at Winged Foot Drive. Let's make this left-hand turn. Canterbury and Winged Foot Drive. We got a police right there on my right-hand side, parked on the corner. Maybe this is where he lives. Passing address 215 on the right. 215. You know what the 215 is for, right? No, silly, not their address for Tune 215. Let's make this left at Commander Drive. We got another police officer over here. There must be 2 police officers that live in this neighborhood, right around the corner from each other. There's a police officer on my left-hand side, either a fire department or police officer. I'll tell you when I get closer. State trooper, that's the police officer, Louisiana State Police. This F-150 on my right got a couple voice speakers on the door. Goes to show you. We're at Sawgrass and Commander Drive, 10,000 block. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on Sawgrass, the 200 block of Sawgrass. Got a trailer on my right-hand side. Sawgrass Drive, Ferry Creek and Sawgrass Drive. I can make a right, it's gonna take us all the way around. Or I can make a left. A left is gonna take us. So we're almost done the neighborhood. We got like another 2 blocks left. At least this dense part. Let's make this left-hand turn here. A gamer chair? Yeah, there's a gamer chair on my right hand side in 2 pieces. Weeping Oak, Ferry Creek. Listen, in the hood, we pick up that gaming chair, we see what screws and bolts it needs, and we fix it. Look at this house on my left. They'd be like, oops, a bolt fell off. It's time to throw it away, honey. Try that with Tune. Oops, a bolt fell off. I'm gonna be like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to Home Depot. And I'm gonna Home Depot and go buy I'll buy a handful of bolts. We're gonna make sure one of these bolts fit. Ferry Creek. We ain't throwing this thing out until it got hydraulics. And I could go, and probably not even then. You could put some WD-40 to stop the squeak. They're doing some cement on my right hand side. Oh, they're laying a driveway. So that cement truck is laying a driveway. That's cool. Somebody's getting a fresh driveway. That's probably with the income tax money. They're like, yeah, we're gonna use our income tax money. We're gonna get a nice driveway, honey. Let's make this left from Berrywood. Look at the house on the corner. I like that house right there. That one right there on my right hand side. I like that one. LSU bound. So I guess their students gonna go to Louisiana State University. People be so proud to like show that off to the neighbors. Like, I wouldn't do that. That's just me personally. Like, listen, if my kid going to LSU, he going to LSU. Nobody on the block needs to know what school my kid's going to. That's just me. No offense to any of my viewers who probably got their university on their lawn, but that's just how I am. I'm more low profile and reserved in a sense. Even though I may not seem reserved, that's a nice house. Even though, and I like the colorful bricks. It's a nice size. It's 2-story. It's wide. It's a cute house. Even though I may not seem reserved, I like to stay low profile to an extent. So I wouldn't put like a gigantic hefty, like a happy birthday thing on my lawn, so everybody in the block know that it was Tina's birthday or whoever from the house, you know what I mean? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's enough of my ranting and rambling on. I talked about a variety of subjects because this neighborhood, as you can see, everything was, you know, repetitious. It's pretty subtle. Obviously, it's a nice neighborhood. It's clean. It's quiet. It seems peaceful. This is one of the safer areas in Shreveport. Overall, it's pretty cool, but yeah, I just needed a little bit of mental stimulation, you know, therapeutic conversation. So we talked about a few topics. Thank you for watching. This is going to be the end of the tour. I'm sure, you know, we didn't cover the whole Ellerbee Woods neighborhood. We probably missed a few areas, but we covered most of it, and I showed you guys what the bulk of it looks like. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think. All comments are greatly appreciated. Each and every comment is like making a donation. Each and every form of engagement, thumbs up, sharing, all of that is like making a donation. So please feel free to donate a thumbs up. This is your homeboy Tune, Mr. Tune 215. Y'all know Tune dollars, Tune be chillin', and I'm tuning out.